Alright, for my third video, I am going to show you a website that has really changed the way that every single one of my class days start. It is called classroomscreen.com. One of my coworkers found this on a blog somewhere, and before this we had just been using like Microsoft Word and projecting it on the board, but that's not very helpful because there wasn't a timer on it and it was just kind of a mess, and we hadn't been able to discover anything like this. So if you look down here, you can see the toolbox. You can change the language to a whole bunch of different languages. There is a background one. Let me X that out of that. There are multiple different backgrounds, and now they've actually cut it to where you can do a live stream, you can upload a picture, you can randomize it, or you can just have any of these colors. This actually just popped up within the last week. So for this, just to show you, I'm going to choose these flowers. This is our background. Now, something that I have on my screen at all times is this text box, the timer, and the clock. So on the text box, I would have something like, good morning, please begin reading your novel for 10 minutes. Oops. Alright, and then I'd set my timer for 10 minutes, and I would have it get started. So my students can walk in, they see what they need to be doing. Sometimes they have to get out their writer's notebooks. Oh my goodness. Alright, please get your writer's notebooks and then please begin reading your novel for 10 minutes. I have them as their bell work. And sometimes if we, like right now, we're beginning to write our 8th grade reflection papers, I'll even have like a sentence starter up there to get them started on their writer's notebook. You can make this screen a little bigger. You can make it, well, you get my gist. You can make the different pieces of the text bold, italic, underline, cross through. You have all those different things. You can even create bullet points of things. You can make the number. And there's now little smiley faces. You could add this just got there. You can increase the font size. You can do underline different colors, turn it different colors, and you can turn the background different colors. That didn't work, but I promise you it really does. Add end lines. You can center your text, edge it each way you would like. So this text feature is just kind of the basis of when my students walk in. It is immediate, this is what you need to do, and I don't have to repeat myself 5 times. The timer is something I really like because it helps keep my students on task and they know exactly how much time they have left, and I have no more questions on how much more time do we have left on this. And the clock here, because my clock in my classroom is in the very back of the room, so that way they can just keep facing forward and be able to see it. Now over here, this random name generator, there's multiple different ones on the internet, but it's nice to be able to have one right here on my board at all times. And they also have a dice, and you can import their like if you have a class name list somewhere on Word documents, you can import that as well. I only use that once or twice, but if in case I need it, at least I know it's there. I have a sound level button. Oh, it's not going to work here because I'm at home, but it'll show them visually how loud they're getting. And QR code, I literally use this one all the time. If I need them to get to a website, like on one of my older videos that I had done today, I can type in the website and the QR code changes to where it is. So they don't even have to worry about writing it. The other day I introduced Words with Friends, edu.com, to help gamify my classroom, and so many of them had been spelling it incorrectly, so finally I just stopped, typed it into the QR code, and then they could just scan it with their iPads and get onto it immediately. That's really nice to have. There are work symbols that I can have to tell them that it's time to be silent while they're working. They need to be whispering while they're working. They need to be able to ask a neighbor before they ask me, or they're allowed to be working together. That way it's just a nice visual reminder on the board what their level should be at the moment. Also, there's a traffic light. It's changed as well. You can have green, yellow, or green, red, yellow, or green. You can use this for a variety of ways, whether like red, you're supposed to be working by yourself, I'm having a conference with another student, don't come ask me. yellow, I'm having a conference with students, but you may come and ask me, or green, you may come ask me anything that you need. You can also use this as a be silent, whisper, or you may talk freely in the classroom. To get rid of these things, you can click this little icon again to get rid of them. Alright. I really love this. It just has a great way to enhance the classroom management and keeps it to where they can just walk in and see what is going on in case I am still outside in the hallway welcoming my students into my classroom.